In Atheirdin, a continent in my fantasy world Vethirion, the most popular religion is known as Arenity. It rose to popularity when one of the royals publicly endorsed it back in the 1500s and has retained its spot as the highest followed faith on the continent. Arenity is known as a decralist religion, which is a term used for any faith that worships multiple gods or goddesses. Arenity specifically has 8, 7 of which are known as the 7th, and then there's also the god of chaos as the final 8th. In alphabetical order, they are Amalis, goddess of water, Alum, god of animals, Ivana, goddess of wealth, Elisina, goddess of sun and sky, Coricus, the god of chaos, Lior, god of fire, Meluki, goddess of earth and rock, and Tyzon, the god of air. Coricus, the god of chaos, is the only god of the religion who is not worshipped. His sole purpose within the religion is to influence the other gods to cause drama. An example of his work would be influencing Amalis, the goddess of water, to cause a flash flood, or Lior, the god of fire, to burn down a forest. Despite not being worshipped, Coricus is left offerings specifically to encourage him to leave the other gods alone. The majority of Arenity's belief system isn't just to do with the gods though, as their main focus is on astronomy and the stars. They believe that the order of life is a person will start out as a star, eventually burn out and be reborn as a human, and then live by the teachings of Arenity in order to be reborn and return to being a star after death. Between life and celestial rebirth is the concept of an afterlife, known as the Itamora, which presents as a long white cloud tunnel. After a human dies, they are sent to the Itamora, and here they will pay attention to their own shadow. If that shadow is dark in color, it means they were not that good of a person in life and need to change their ways before completing the trip in the tunnel. If the shadow is light in color, it means they did well and lived according to the principles of Arenity. If a shadow is too dark and they reach the end of the Itamora, they will not be reborn at all and their soul will cease to exist. Part of living by Arenity's values is the understanding of their former celestial body. This is partly done through the use of astrana signs, their sort of equivalent of the zodiac. There's 12 signs and each has things to be learnt about it. As there's a lot of them, I'm going to do a part 2 specifically just talking about these signs to save some time today. One of the final key parts of Arenity is their holy text, known as the Book of Onyx. It is a 14-chapter guide to everything about the religion, covering the astrana signs, gods and goddesses, the Itamora, how to live your life as an Arenitan, and the origins of the faith. It is not a requirement to read this book, but it is highly encouraged. So that's a quick overview of this religion. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and remember I have a Discord server with more in-depth info about this project in my bio. See you around!